Easy to drive Siennas from $319. Highlanders from $329. Power packed Tundras from $329. Just in, 2013 Camrys from $249. Then there's the exceptional all-new Avalon.
Step up the Toyota quality. We'll make it simple for you here at Lemieux, Oneida Street, Green Bay.
NBC 26 live at 10. Terror in Boston. This local doctor turns into a hero, rushing into harm's way to help the injured. Security plans. Event coordinators taking a closer look at safety measures to prevent a similar tragedy in northeast Wisconsin. Abrupt shutdown. A dance studio suddenly closes, leaving Fox Valley families upset and out money.
Brewers, Giants, highlights in sports.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland. Another flood watch has been issued for much of the state. I'll have the very latest.
We have a breaking news update tonight on the terror in Boston. New video captures the first blast at the marathon finish line. Tonight, investigators confirm at least one of the bombs was made from a kitchen pressure cooker. Both were filled with nails and ball bearings to do maximum damage. They've also discovered a partial circuit board from one of the bombs and are working to reconstruct the device. We're also learning more tonight about the three victims. 8-year-old Martin Richard was killed in the blast while his dad ran the race. His mother and sister suffered serious injuries. 29-year-old Crystal Campbell was also killed as she waited at the finish line cheering on the runners. And a third victim, whose name has not yet been released, was a grad student at Boston University.
At this time, there are no claims of responsibility. The range of suspects and motives remains wide open. Importantly, the person who did this is someone's friend, neighbor, coworker, or relative.
Tonight, the president has ordered flags to fly at half staff at all federal and state buildings through Saturday evening. This is the Green Bay Police Department, where flags are lowered tonight in honor of the victims. This Green Bay doctor worked to save the lives of victims immediately after Monday's explosions. Dr. Jeremy Metzler, seen in these photos in Boston, is a sports medicine doctor at Prevea Health and medical director of the Cellcom Green Bay Marathon. He was one of the first doctors on the scene. NBC 26's Jonathan Gregg is live in the newsroom with more on his heroic call to action.
Stacey, Dr. Metzler was in Boston on a fact-finding mission, taking notes on how arguably the biggest and best-run marathon handles the needs of its runners. Obviously, no idea that his medical training was truly going to be put to the test.
EMS started rolling people in through the front of the medical tent, and when that happened, I kind of went out the front and ran down the streets to where the first bomb went off.
Dr. Metzler was at the main medical tent, just past the finish line and a few yards from where the first explosion went off. He was one of the first to see the damage and help those injured.
There's people on the ground, and we just kind of helped stabilize, and as soon as we had wheelchairs available or stretchers available, we kind of loaded them up and get them down either to the medical tent or to nearby ambulances that were waiting.
Metzler was in the middle of it, captured in these images, surrounded by medical staff, first responders, and patients, never once thinking about his own safety.
Could there be another bomb nearby? It could be different. I could not be here today talking to you guys, but at the time, you don't think about that at all.
He stayed as long as he could, helping as many as he could until police evacuated the area.
You see all the news coverage and, you see all these videos, and every time, I see the video on TV of the first bomb going off and the second bomb, it kind of makes my stomach cringe a little bit, and it kind of just brings back memories of what happened.
Dr. Metzler is still on his way home from Boston. He said on the phone that it will be very emotional to see his wife and 2 children. Reporting live in the Green Bay newsroom, Jonathan Gregg, NBC 26.